How is it going, everybody? My name is just Jared, but you guys can just call me Jared. I'm coming at you guys with another No Man's Sky tips video, and in this one we're talking about inventory management. We're talking about it vaguely, but I do want to give a tip out there that not a lot of new players might not actually know about, and that is placing inventory upgrades next to each other or adjacent to each other to give them bonuses. So basically what this means is any similar technology upgrade that you install, whether it be into your ship, into your suit, or into your multi-tool, if you install them next to each other or adjacent to each other in any way, shape, or form, they will give bonuses to each other. Now, examples of this are if you put your jetpack upgrades with your jetpack upgrades, it increases the amount of jetpack you actually can use. So not just installing them all, but if you put them together, it increases the bonuses. Same with shields or health modules with health modules, mining lasers with mining laser upgrades, boltcaster upgrades with boltcaster upgrades, scanners with scanners. Now, how do you know these are actually taking effect? What you need to do is when you build some of them together, when you know that they're helping each other out, there's going to be an outline around them all, a colored outline, whether it be yellow, blue, purple. They're really bright so you can see them. There are some upgrades that outline them in white, so it might not seem like you're actually getting the benefits, but the white outline is a brighter white than the regular white outline, so you just have to make sure you understand what the difference is. If you put stamina upgrades with stamina, life support with life support, hyperdrives with hyperdrives, that's a very important one because you do get a lot of bonus if you have all your hyperdrives together, so you can actually jump further in a further distance. So that's what I mean. You can have them, just have to have the upgrades touching each other in some way to get more bonuses for that upgrade or for whatever you're trying to increase. So it's very important to put things next to each other, to put things adjacent to each other to actually get these bonuses, especially with the hyperdrives or with your stamina, things like that, because it actually increases it a sufficient amount that you'd actually notice what's happening. Now, there are some weird things that don't really make sense when you place them together, like if you put your hazmat gauntlets next to your shield boost, those kind of connect, which doesn't really make much sense, but for the most part it's pretty self-explanatory. Just look for like pictures, so like your health modules have the same image, they all go together, your life support have the same image, they all go together, hyperdrive same image, all together. If you put a phase beam next to a rocket launcher, it's not going to do anything. So you want phase beams for your ship next to phase beams, or rocket launchers next to rocket launchers, cyclotron ballistas next to cyclotron ballistas, infraknife accelerators next to infraknife accelerators. You get the point. So that's how the adjacent system works. So the best way, let's say if you have minimal inventory space or minimal slots, you just have to remember that it's a management system. So once you get more slots and you get more room to put upgrades in, you're probably going to be dismantling stuff to rebuild them in different positions along the way, so you can better equip yourself in the better right way to have different bonuses for everything. Because if you just build as you get slots, you're just going to have a mess of upgrades everywhere, and it's just going to look completely cluttered. It definitely does help make everything look a lot nicer when everything's adjacent next to each other, but it also does give you bonuses for that as well. So as you progress, as you get more slots, you'll probably be breaking stuff down only to rebuild it in a different place, because it's just going to be better that way when you get different upgrades. Like right now, since I started over in No Man's Sky, I don't have a lot of blueprints for technology, so I just have a bunch of stuff everywhere. But now I'm starting to get more and more of them, so I'm breaking things down and reorganizing everything, shuffling upgrades around, so I'll be able to have room for everything once I get that. Now, don't forget about your technology slots. So your technology slots work the same way. When you build technology there, they connect together if they are adjacent. So don't ever forget about those, because that is a secondary inventory slot for both, your inventories, your ship and your suit, that you can put other technology upgrades in that connect to each other. So don't forget about those, because that's a whole nother inventory screen that actually does work like that. Now let's say right now you're running low on actual inventory space and you want to kind of get rid of some upgrades, but you don't know exactly what's the best to get rid of right now. If you're playing in normal difficulty, this is a tip for you. If you're playing in normal difficulty, you don't need to have all of the protection upgrades. Like thermic or toxin suppressor or a radiation defense thing, all those. You don't have to have every single one. You don't have to have Sigma, Tau, Theta all together. Just get the Theta versions if you can, because on normal difficulty, you really don't need every single one of those protections, especially if you're running low on space in the beginning. Just have one or two of them. You don't have to have every single one for every single element, because that's like 12 slots that you could be using for other things that are more important. So that's just a tip that I'm throwing out there, because really on normal difficulty, it doesn't get that serious where you're losing your shields completely. Then again, once you have Sigma, Tau, and Theta for, let's say, thermic protection, you have to, charge each and every one of those. So again, it gets like a bit of a hassle, but if you do enjoy using those, then I would stay with it. But I don't definitely think it's not a necessity to actually have if you're running low on spots early on in the beginning of the game, or in the middle of the game like where I am. But good ones to select and put next to each other are like the shields for your ship, any weapons for your ship. Like I use Cyclotron Ballista, so I put all the upgrades next to each other. They help out a lot. The stamina, the jetpack, the hyperdrive is definitely a really good one to put adjacent to each other. So you just kind of mess around with it and learn what you like and what things benefit your playstyle more, and then just go that way. But do not forget, like I said, you'll probably end up breaking things down and replacing them somewhere else. So don't try to get everything perfect right off the bat, because it's not going to work. You're going to get tons and tons and tons of blueprints. You're going to want to try out new different things and all that. So there'll be a lot. Once you get further down in the game, once you dismantle something, you'll be able to just rebuild it, because you'll have all the materials anyway. But anyways, that is the tip for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, this is more for newer players. A lot of players who've been playing the game this long kind of already knew about all this, but there are new players and I do want to get tips out to them as well. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. I'll try to respond. Lately, it's been hard getting to respond to comments because my internet is just so bad. It takes forever to load them. Once I get into my new house, I'll definitely be able to do that a lot more often. But let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'll try to respond. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up for me. Subscribe for more No Man's Sky game news, tips, and coverage. My name has been Just Jared. Until next time, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Peace out.